Hello everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Despite Carter and Ridge's agreement, Hope's crime files LLC documents? Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Despite Carter and Ridge's agreement, does Hope's crime involve filing LLC documents? According to teasers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope Logan is depending on Carter Walton. Carter makes a strong argument to Ridge Forrester even though he is unable to win Hope's job back. What would happen if Carter won but Hope was left out of the compromise? Could Hope file the LLC forms in defiance of Carter's agreement with Ridge and commit forgery? Let's talk about how naughty Hope could get as you read on. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Carter Walton's plan. According to B&B Spoilers, Carter is currently enraged with Forrester Creations. It appears that Carter still cherishes his connections with Eric Forrester and Ridge. Steffi Forrester Finnegan appears to be the target of the majority of Carter's grievances. Carter believes that his opinions and suggestions aren't being heard or taken seriously at the same time. Carter is not only upset that Forrester Creations turned down his own pitches. Carter is likewise upset over Steffi's dismissal of Hope. Carter therefore devised a scheme to correct things at Forrester Creations by placing himself in leadership. B&B Spoilers, a final attempt. Carter erred by signing the paperwork that identified him as Forrester Creations manager. Carter now has to have Ridge and Steffi sign those documents without them seeing them. Ridge will probably simply sign off because he is so stressed out and despises making business decisions. Ridge still has faith in Carter. However, Steffi doesn't. Steffi seems to be asking Carter so many questions that she might actually read the entire thing. In order to get what he wants, Carter has made the decision to speak with Ridge and Steffi one final time. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Ridge Forrester's concession. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Carter will not be able to restore Hope's employment. But in the week of November 18, 2024, Carter does present Ridge with a compelling argument. I must thus ask whether Ridge presents Carter with a compromise. B&B Spoilers, Betrayal and Secrets. Carter left the documents with Hope in one incident. Carter is holding a file folder in another, however it's not obvious if they are the tax documents. Regardless, Carter might agree to Ridge's proposal. Perhaps Ridge consents to allow Carter to test his expansion proposal for a limited time and on a very small scale. Hope might not appreciate that she is still unable to regain her job, though. People who are desperate will do desperate things. Furthermore, could Hope falsify Ridge and Steffi's signatures on those tax forms and then submit them herself, given that her father is a former scammer? Hope's scheme could destroy everything just as Carter is beginning to regain people's trust. Steffi doubts Carter's commitment. Steffi inquires about Carter's allegiance. According to Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffi Forrester is still doubting Carter Walton's allegiance. Steffi thinks that Hope Logan has somehow entered Carter's thoughts. Steffi is unaware that Carter is the one who is after her. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, I hope Logan didn't initiate this romance. Hope Logan was not responsible for this new romance, according to Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. When Carter began flirting with Hope, she was genuinely taken aback. Because they had both had enough of office romances, Hope and Carter even resolved to just be friends rather than risk any problems at work. Hope and Carter didn't want to start dating and end up in hot water with their bosses. Carter's position as COO and Hope's employment at Forrester would have made their relationship unwise. Carter is infatuated with Hope and is allowing his feelings to rule him even though he knew this was a horrible choice. Carter Walton is pushing things too hard, according to B&B Spoilers. Hope's line was struggling, therefore Carter was the one who wanted to shut it down. But when Carter wanted the line cancelled, Steffi continued it. But Steffi also issued an ultimatum to Hope. Hope was cautioned by Steffi to avoid John Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, at all costs. Hope's line ended because of her accident. Carter fails to recognize that he is acting completely unreasonably because of his own feelings. Carter is acting in this way because he is unable to demand anything from his supervisors. It is obvious that Carter does not have Forrester's best interests in mind. Is it possible to undo the harm already done, or will Carter exacerbate the situation? Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Is Steffy Forrester suspicious? Because of Carter's recent behavior, Steffy doesn't trust him. Steffy is unaware of Carter's ambitious plan, which stems from his belief that Hope and her family should receive justice. Carter intends to make amends immediately since he believes the Logans have consistently received the short end of the stick. Will Carter's documents for the LLC be closely examined by Steffy, or will she be aware of what Carter has done before they can be recorded? Before the end of the day, could Carter have everything in his name? If Carter takes over as CEO of Forrester Creations, will he be able to keep Hope's job? Steffy is doubting Carter's allegiance. Steffy questions Carter's loyalty. According to Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Steffy Forrester is still doubting Carter Walton's integrity. Steffy thinks that Hope Logan has somehow entered Carter's thoughts. Steffy is unaware that Carter is the one who is after her. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. I hope Logan didn't initiate this romance. Hope Logan was not responsible for this new romance, according to Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. When Carter began flirting with Hope, she was genuinely taken aback. Because they had both had enough of office romances, Hope and Carter even resolved to just be friends rather than risk any problems at work. Hope and Carter didn't want to start dating and end up in hot water with their bosses. Carter's position as COO and Hope's employment at Forrester would have made their relationship unwise. Carter is infatuated with Hope and is allowing his feelings to rule him, even though he knew this was a horrible choice. Carter Walton is pushing things too far, according to B&B Spoilers. Hope's line was struggling, therefore Carter was the one who wanted to shut it down. But when Carter wanted the line cancelled, Steffy continued it. But Steffy also issued an ultimatum to Hope. Hope was told by Steffy to avoid John Finnegan at all costs. Hope's line ended because of her accident. Carter fails to recognize that he is acting completely unreasonably because of his own feelings. Carter is acting in this way because he is unable to demand anything from his supervisors. It is obvious that Carter does not have Forrester's best interests in mind. Is it possible to undo the harm already done, or will Carter exacerbate the situation? Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Is Steffy Forrester suspicious? Because of Carter's recent behavior, Steffy doesn't trust him. Steffy is unaware of Carter's ambitious plan, which stems from his belief that Hope and her family should receive justice. Carter intends to make amends immediately since he believes the Logans have consistently received the short end of the stick. Will Carter's documents for the LLC be closely examined by Steffy, or will she be aware of what Carter has done before they can be recorded? Before the end of the day, could Carter have everything in his name? If Carter takes over as CEO of Forrester Creations, will he be able to keep Hope's job? After the Carter romance is revealed, Katie Logan abandons the team. According to Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Katie Logan, Heather Tom, is in a challenging role at Forrester Creations. She doesn't want to join her in the unemployment line, but she also wants to help her niece Hope Logan, Annika Noel. Katie might be joining Team Steffy at Forrester Creations when a secret is uncovered. Here are some spoilers for what will happen on B&B next week. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. Is Logan losing an ally? At Forrester Creations, Katie Logan has behaved herself admirably and has refused to be like Steffy. Despite the fact that Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, humiliated and fired her niece, Hope's aunt has remained the model of professionalism. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful. After Carter's romance is revealed, Katie Logan abandons Team Hope. Although Katie made it apparent to her employer that she disagreed with what she was doing, she even assisted Steffy in sending out a press release announcing Hope's departure from the company. According to Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Hope and Carter Walton, played by Lawrence St. Victor, will soon reveal their relationship to the unwary Forrester family. Carter's devotion to Hope, HFTF, and his plot for retaliation will shock everyone at work, notably his ex-girlfriend Katie Logan. B&B Spoilers. Carter's new romance startles Katie Logan. Although she won't be impressed by Carter Walton's coup and is surprised that he and Hope are dating, Katie has only had kind things to say about him since their breakup and has insisted that they are better off as friends. Katie may have been the first to point out that Hope is not acting in Carter's best interests and is merely using him as a means of retaliating against the Forrester family. She feels that something is wrong because she knows Carter far better than she does Steffi and Ridge. After finding out that Hope is seeing Carter, do you think Katie will continue to stand by her? Brooke's loyalty test, Electra is stunned by creepy Remy. According to Friday, November 22nd spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Remy Price will arrive in Los Angeles with a spying assignment. When Remy arrives in Los Angeles, she will be the center of his attention because he is Electra Forrester's stalker. Fans of B&B can anticipate that Remy will be cunning and spy on Electra as she is getting close to Will Spencer. It appears that Remy might hide at Il Giardino and get mad at the new man in Electra's life. Later on, Remy will surprise Electra by telling her that he is in town. Since Electra doesn't appear startled or uncomfortable by Remy's appearance in B&B's weekly teaser video, this is where things become complicated. Before confronting the hard truth of Electra's rejection, Remy can have a lovely fantasy. But it's also plausible that Electra is unaware that Remy is the same person she's been avoiding. Perhaps as an anonymous stalker, Remy caused trouble by posing as someone Electra might rely on. In any event, there will be sequences where Electra and Remy appear to catch up, and Remy will acknowledge that she is the reason he traveled to Los Angeles. Will Electra finally get uneasy, or will she continue to be unaware of Remy's true potential? In any case, we anticipate that Remy will cause a lot more difficulty after his journey to Los Angeles. Speaking of causing trouble, Brooke Logan recently became aware of the extent of the mayhem Carter Walton and Hope Logan's cunning scheme may bring about. Brooke understands Carter could surprise the Forresters by taking the throne because she received the news about the takeover plot. Will Brooke confront Hope and Carter about their plan now that she has to make a decision? More significantly, will Brooke attempt to thwart this coup before Carter can submit the paperwork by alerting Ridge Forrester? Brooke will be put to the test of her commitment as she must choose between sticking by Ridge and supporting the plan that will benefit Hope. Forrester Creations has a lot on the line because Ridge and Steffi Forrester's co-CEO positions are in doubt. If Brooke decides to remain silent, there are significant consequences for their relationship as well. According to previews for The Bold and the Beautiful, Brooke will eventually have to make a tough decision. Follow along for more on her decision. Will's unknown danger, Electra cornered, Remy spies. Here are the spoilers for Friday, November 22nd, 2024's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, Remy spies, Electra cornered, and Will's unknown danger. Fans may anticipate Remy Price spying on Will Spencer and Electra Forrester in tomorrow's episode. Emergence of the brave and the lovely. Electra is then taken aback by Remy's appearance. Let's discuss what will happen in the upcoming episode of the CBS soap opera as you continue reading. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Remy Price spies. According to Friday, November 22nd GH spoilers, Remy has been following Electra. Electra was introduced as the new face of the jewelry collection by Forrester Creations on social media. Remy was right there, staring at the computer screen after it was dumped. With a nasty smile, Remy told himself that he was coming for Electra. In Los Angeles, Remy will be on Friday, November 22nd. While Electra is having a quiet moment with Will, Remy will spy on her. This is said to take place at Forrester Creations. B&B spoilers, the danger of Will Spencer. Remy will see Electra and will become close on Friday, November 22nd. Remy exhibits obsessive behavior and jealousy toward Electra. Therefore, the Spencer heir may be in serious risk because of Electra's tight relationship with Will. Although Will has shown concern over Electra's escape, he also wants to savor the moment. Spoilers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Electra Forrester is cornered. According to Friday, November 22nd spoilers on The Bold and the Beautiful, Remy surprises Electra by showing up. Remy doesn't want Will to be aware that he was observing them. Additionally, Remy doesn't want to take the chance of Will warning Electra about a spooky feeling. So, once Will leaves, Remy probably shocks Electra. The weekly preview footage shows Electra grinning while dining at Il Giardino with Remy. Electra appears completely unfrightened and unconcerned. Actually, it appears that Electra sees Remy more as a friend than a stalker. Perhaps Electra is aware of the man's identity and all of this stalking is taking place online. Electra may be an even greater risk now that Remy is claiming to be her buddy. Regarding Carter Walton and Hope Logan, Ridge Forrester appears to be aware of the situation. Despite this, Ridge signed the LLC documents and then urged Steffi Forrester Finnegan to show Carter how much he was valued. Before it's too late, might Ridge be able to save Carter, Hope, and a Forrester Creations disaster? Despite Ridge's best efforts, Carter and Hope may continue on their destructive course. #Steffi's reaction, Carter explains, and Brooke's discovery. As secrets are revealed, allegiances are put to the test, and power dynamics are thrown into disarray, tensions are high at Forrester Creations. Ever the astute observer and watchful mother, Brooke Logan discovers a startling truth about Carter Walton. Carter is compelled to give explanations as Brooke attempts to comprehend the ramifications of her discovery, and Steffi Forrester's venomous reaction raises the possibility of yet another conflict within the Forrester family. This is how the drama plays out. Brooke's startling finding. It all begins when Brooke overhears Carter and Hope Logan having a private talk in one of the offices of Forrester Creations. As Brooke knits things together enough to recognize that something more than business as usual is going on, what starts out as suspicion swiftly turns into alarm. Brooke is taken aback by the vague reference to legal documents and a possible change in the company's authority. Brooke's way of thinking. What plans do they have? Unless she were afraid I wouldn't approve, Hope wouldn't keep secrets from me. Why does Carter appear so involved in this, too? Everyone is forced to face their secret intentions as a result of the series of events that follow Brooke's discovery. Knowing that showing her hand too soon could backfire, she chooses to go deeper despite her instincts telling her to approach Hope right away. An explanation from Carter. When Brooke eventually corners Carter, she asks pointed questions. She accuses him of using his job at Forrester Creations to influence the company for his own benefit and demands to know what he and Hope are doing. Taken by surprise, Carter makes an effort to maintain composure and professionalism while providing what he considers to be a plausible explanation. To Brooke, Carter *. I'm not attempting to undermine this business in any way. I do everything I can for its success and for Hope and the other employees here. Brooke, you are completely mistaken. Carter highlights that his activities are within the parameters of business policy as he lays forth his legal defenses. By portraying their partnership as a joint endeavor to update Forrester Creations, he attempts to reassure Brooke that Hope's participation is morally acceptable. But Brooke has a gut feeling that there's more to the story than Carter is revealing. Brooke's rebuttal. Carter, don't try to spin this. I can tell when someone is hiding anything, and you're hiding a lot right now. Steffi's detonating response. Steffi's response is anything but subdued when she finally learns about Brooke's finding. Steffi, who is already dubious of Carter's allegiance and growing wary of Hope's expanding power, interprets this as validation of her darkest suspicions. She sees Hope's involvement as a clear attempt to subvert Forrester family authority and accuses Carter of treachery. Carter to Steffi *. Carter, you've always taken the middle ground, but now you've come out as who you really are. You're in for another surprise if you think I'm going to step back and let you and Hope handle things. Steffi's natural tendency to defend the family legacy heightens her indignation. She mobilizes her supporters, such as Ridge and Thomas, to look into Carter's activities in greater detail. She is driven to the verge of obsession by her will to reveal any alleged misconduct. To Ridge, Steffi *. Dad, we can't ignore this. All of the things Granddad developed will be for nothing if we lose control of Forrester. The part Hope plays in the drama. Caught in the crossfire, Hope finds it difficult to justify her actions. Her partnership with Carter was never intended as a coup but rather as an attempt to establish her own position inside the organization. She was on the defensive, though, because of the situation's appearance and the mistrust between Brooke and Steffi. Hope's request *. Mom, you are more familiar with me than this. I have no intention of stealing from the Forresters. All I want is to change things, however I see fit. Hope is alone despite her sincerity, and even her closest supporters doubt her intentions. She feels stifled by Brooke's hovering presence, and her relationship with Liam Spencer suffers as he tries to figure out why she didn't confide in him. ####The dilemma of Ridge. Ridge is caught in the center of the drama as it gets more intense. Despite his unwavering devotion to Steffi and the Forrester family's history, he cannot deny Carter's accomplishments to the business. Ridge attempts to mediate between the warring factions using his diplomatic instincts, but he encounters opposition on both sides. Ridge's viewpoint ***. Even though we're meant to be a family, I only see conflict. We will completely destroy Forrester Creations if we are unable to resolve this. Ridge's efforts to mediate the conflict only serve to emphasize the long-standing hostilities within the organization. His increasing annoyance makes him wonder if the Forrester heritage can withstand one more internal conflict. #### The fallout. For all parties concerned, the consequences of Brooke's finding are extensive. Alliances change, relationships are put to the test, and Forrester Creations' future is at stake. Each participant must choose their allegiances and what they are prepared to give up in order to preserve their company's goal after the dust settles. 1. The determination of Brooke. Even if it means alienating her daughter, Brooke is unwavering in her pursuit of the truth. She may unearth secrets that could alter everything because of her protective instincts, which push her to look farther. 2. Carter's approach ***. Ever the strategist, Carter starts working in the background to win back people's trust and maintain his job. As he weathers the storm, his legal knowledge serves as both a weapon and a shield. 3. Steffi's initiative ***. In an attempt to protect the Forrester legacy, Steffi intensifies her efforts and rallies her family to fight what she believes to be an aggressive takeover. Her zeal begs the question of whether her acts are motivated by personal grudges or responsibility. 4. The battle of Hope ***. As she battles to establish her integrity, Hope finds herself at a crossroads. She is forced to re-evaluate her position at Forrester Creations and if the hardship on her relationships and reputation is worth it. #### Forrester Creations enters a new chapter. One thing is evident when the dust settles, Forrester Creations is at a watershed. The company will never be the same, regardless of whether this results in greater separation or a resurgence of unity. With Brooke, Steffi, Carter, and Hope all battling for their goals, Forrester Creations' future is likely to be as uncertain as the individuals influencing it.